But then the cowherd steals your clothes. He threatens you, tells you to go home with him. He wants you to marry him, be his wife. Your clothes are with me. Come home with me. Marry me and be my wife. Or I'll toss your clothes. You're absolutely over the moon. Tears are literally dripping from the corners of your mouth. Because this cowherd totally got the wrong person. You are not some weaver girl. You're a river dragon demon. River dragons feed on humans. Humans are the spirit of all living things. From birth, they carry spiritual power and fate gifted by the Tao. As long as you eat enough humans, you can absorb enough power and luck, and eventually ascend as an immortal. But river dragons hunting humans goes against the Tao. So an immortal sealed you with a feathered robe, turned you into a human head, fish body, only allowed to live in the water. You never expected, you just came out for a casual stroll, and accidentally scored big like this. The cowherd stole your feathered robe. You can finally turn human again. Blend back into human society. That's like locking a mouse inside a full rice jar. The human world is basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for river demons. Kids and babies? Oh, you're totally down for that. Your greedy eyes scan up and down his young body. Such a strong breeding stock. He'll definitely pop out a ton of kids. You wipe the drool off your mouth and obediently follow the cowherd home. The old ox looks at you and frowns. This doesn't look like the weaver girl. More like some mermaid princess from a far-off sea. Cowherd, you really hit the jackpot. They say in the distant ocean, there's a race of beautiful merfolk. Mermaid princesses love human men the most. To become human and fall in love with them, they'd rather trade their lifespan to a sea witch, swap their tails for a pair of legs. Mermaid princesses are super gentle and kind. They're totally obedient to their husbands. Marrying one as your wife isn't bad at all. She can help you run the house and give you kids. Just make do with her for now. When the weaver girl comes down someday, you can steal her clothes too. Make the weaver girl your main wife and keep the mermaid princess as a concubine. Best of both worlds, right? You're a bit surprised. This old thing actually has some skills. Not only can it talk, it also knows quite a lot. It even knows about mermaid princesses from some tiny kingdom far away. But it's still old. Its eyesight isn't great. You are nothing like those love-struck air-headed mermaids. You're a proper local demon, because of that immortal seal. You've been starving for almost 1,000 years. You really can't take it anymore. That's why you risked sneaking into human territory. Just to steal a distant look at humans, kind of like drinking from an empty cup to fool yourself. At least it might curb the cravings a bit. Who knew you'd suddenly get a chance to get this close to one? You stare at the cowherd's solid muscles, his strong bronze-colored body, and tears once again drip from the corners of your mouth. You quickly lower your head, cover your face. Nope, gotta hold it in. You absolutely can't blow your cover. You're shaking all over, trying not to laugh out loud. The old ox thinks you're crying, so it gently lectures you to behave yourself. What's so great about being a goddess? Up there in that freezing, lonely, heavenly realm, you just drink wind. All the immortals are cold and distant. No warmth at all. Better to marry a mortal. 3 meals a day. Real food, real life. A husband, kids, a warm bed. Better to envy mandarin ducks than immortals. Just thinking about it feels nice. You nod along like crazy. Yeah, staying with mortals. Having tons of kids with them. That really is a life even gods would trade for. No kidding. Who wouldn't be happy hanging around food all day? You look at the cowherd, eyes glowing green. You just hope his small frame can handle it. The more litters he gives you, the better. The old ox is stunned. It did not expect you to be this reasonable. Totally different from those weaver girls. Whenever they're dragged back, they scream and cry. Throw tantrums, threaten to die. You have to beat them half to death before they give in. But you, this mermaid princess, are oddly sensible. Figures, demons are lowly. Not as noble as fairy maidens. The cowherd, though, is annoyed. Didn't you say she was a fairy? How'd she turn into a demon now? Still, she's gorgeous, and she's obedient and easy to handle. I guess I can live with that. The cowherd puffs up his chest and goes, "From today on, you're my wife." The husband rules the wife. I'm your sky now. You have to serve me well. You've seen my place. It's just one thatched hut. I can barely afford food. The old ox says you're some kind of princess, so your family must be loaded, right? Hurry up and give me the money. You almost burst out laughing, broke and somehow proud of it, and wants you to hand over all your money to him? In his dreams. Of course you can't say that. And honestly, you don't have money anyway. It's not that you're stingy with the kid's dad. You're just dead broke. But before he gives you children, you absolutely can't reveal what you are. What if he runs away? That would ruin your long-term food source. So you put on a smile and start selling him dreams. Husband, don't worry. You heard what the old ox said just now. My home's in a faraway ocean. If you want the money, you've got to let me go back. How about you give me back my feathered robe first? Once I put it on, I can turn into a mermaid and swim home. When I'm back, I promise I'll bring you a few big chests of gold and jewels. The cowherd's just a poor mountain boy. He's never seen real treasure. Hearing you talk about that much money, he literally spins in circles with joy. He immediately tells the old ox to bring out the robe. But the old ox shuts that down on the spot. Its eyes suddenly turn cold when it looks at you. It tells the cowherd not to trust you. You're clearly trying to trick us. Grab the robe and run. Think about those weaver girls before. Everyone we dragged back just wanted to escape. To run away, they all pretended to be obedient on the surface. But behind our backs, they kept searching for that robe. The cowherd hears that and glares at you, suddenly on guard. No wonder you've been so obedient since I dragged you back. So you were planning your escape this whole time. Women brought back by force are never honest. The old ox chimes in too. That's women for you. Hit them or they won't behave. A wife is beaten into shape like dough. Beat her a few times and she'll be docile. The cowherd clenches his fists, ready to swing at you. You quickly dodge to the side. If you hadn't reacted fast just now, you would have turned these two beasts into mincemeat already, but you haven't had the kids yet. For the sake of a future endless food source, you decide to hold back for the baby daddy's sake. Hang on, don't rush. Let me think of something. Maybe I can contact my family another way. Get them to send some money so we can live better. We really need that money as soon as possible, or you'll make my life hell, right? The cowherd finally drops his hand, but still threatens you harshly. Then he locks you up in the cowshed. From now on, this is where you live. When the money shows up, then you can sleep inside the house. He knows you're a mermaid princess. A princess, after all. You must have grown up in luxury. You won't be used to suffering. The more you suffer, the sooner you'll cave and bring out the money. He's not worried you'll run. Even if you get out, the villagers will catch you. This whole village will drag you back here and hand you over again. To make them drop their guard, you sit there looking pitiful and fragile, curled up in a corner of the shed. You wait until midnight when the cowherd's asleep. Then you quietly walk over to the old ox. After testing it during the day, you're now sure the feathered robe is hidden on the old ox. The old ox thinks you're about to flee. It blocks your path immediately and snaps at you not to try anything stupid. Don't you dare try to run. This whole village is practically one big family. You take one step out of the village, and they'll drag you back. You're actually shocked. You only skipped a few centuries of hunting humans, and humans have become this vicious and twisted. But to you, that's a pleasant surprise. The more evil humans are, the better. The food tastes way better that way, just like humans love fugu. The more poisonous it is, the better the dish tastes. The more fragrant it gets. You stay quiet. The old ox assumes you're scared stiff. After the stick, it offers a sweet date. Then it starts patiently lecturing you again. The cowherd's actually a decent guy. He's ambitious. Why else would he aim to marry a fairy? He doesn't drink, gamble, or whore around. He's just a bit poor, and his temper's a bit bad. He's still better than most men in the world. You really ought to be grateful. Don't mind that he's lazy now. Hasn't achieved anything. That's only because he doesn't have a good wife to guide him. People say a man starts a family before he builds a career. Once he has a family, he'll mature. That's how it works for everyone. A spoiled woman like you who can't do anything? Having a man willing to give you a home? You should count your blessings. Plus, the cowherd's pretty good looking. You really should thank the heavens. You don't interrupt its long rant, not because you agree, but because listening to an old cow brag is actually fun. And you're memorizing all this nonsense. You can use these lines on the men you'll kidnap later. You won't even need to write your own script, but you do agree with its last sentence. The cowherd really is easy on the eyes. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come back with him. It is weird, though. How does some random mountain boy end up looking this good? You tuck that question away in your mind. You'll dig into it later. Maybe you'll figure out a way to make men prettier. Even food should look, smell, and taste amazing, right? The old ox talks on for a whole hour. You're mentally filling a whole notebook with notes. When it finally stops, you're actually a bit disappointed. That's it? Who said I wanted to run? I should be thanking you for dragging me back. If you hadn't, I'd have to find my own way in here. If that happened, I'd be in real trouble. Even if I'm not afraid of the punishment from the seal on that robe, I'd still alert the heavenly soldiers and generals. Getting my soul wiped out is no joke. You sound so sincere. The old ox finally believes you. After all, that's how mermaid princesses are in the stories. Their love-addled brains make it easy for men to fool them. You watch the old ox gulp. To have more kids as future snacks, you have to endure. You can't make a move yet. You haven't eaten in nearly 1,000 years. You're starving, chest stuck to your back. The old ox carries a faint human scent. It really stirs up your cravings. Might as well use it as a little appetizer. After all, the old ox just said, it hopes you'll stay here and be a good wife to the cowherd. No way it'd let you starve, right? You take a quick look around. No humans anywhere nearby, so you shift back to your true form. The river dragon's face is terrifying. Your whole body is covered in dense scales. Those scales are like razor-sharp blades. They can slice prey clean into pieces as you breathe.